Now, your Alaska Link weather for Juneau and Southeast.
We've been underneath the influence of some of these rainier days, and we are going to continue to see periods of rainfall here as we head into the end of the work week. Though there are some breaks of sunshine that will be around, especially on Saturday, as that is looking to be a drier day panhandle wide. And that dry day, though, is going to be the calm before the next system, as there is some potential to lift into more moderate rain showers with even some strengthening winds into early next week with a stronger system that will be pulling into the Gulf waters. Now, what we have here is that we're more with this showery weather pattern through the end of the week. Now, tidal forecast for Thursday shows high tide at 12:39 in the morning and then again at 12:47 into the early afternoon. The forecast will even show some breaks of sunshine here for our Thursday in between some of those passing shower chances, though we're going to see that it's not going to be really any high impacts here around, but showers will continue to remain that possibility. We also note that we'll continue to stay with some times of some stronger winds, variable winds as well, as we'll note that a frontal system is going to be passing on through, bringing us some wind gusts upwards of 20 to 30 miles per hour. Now here, what we see as we roll into that forecast is here's that frontal system just falling outside of the panhandle. So keeping us under some, again, pockets and maybe some clearing, noting that we'll have some switching winds as that system funnels in. And then we will note that into Friday there will continue with some chances for the showery conditions, but then we will talk about some of that drying taking hold into Saturday. Now rainfall accumulation through Friday is looking to be upwards of a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch. Some spots trying to get closer to an inch, but overall not expected to be a total drenching weather pattern, though some of those little moderate pockets, especially as that front pushes us on through on Friday, may be able to achieve that half an inch within those few hours. So noting that we still have some of these wet weather conditions in play, but we're going to see some breaks around. Now in those breaks of some daylight, we are noting that we are with over now 14 hours. We have now that before 6 a.m. sunrise and an 8 o'clock on the dot sunset. We'll see underneath some gray skies, some showery conditions, maybe a peak of some sunshine. We're looking at highs to creep into those upper 40s to lower 50s, so looking slightly warmer than normal. Frontal system does push through on Friday, keeping those showery conditions around with the gray skies, but not too much change in the temperatures, maybe a trend that holds us closer to those mid 40s with that system pushing through. But then we are going to be underneath some breaks of some sunshine in a drier environment Saturday, especially if we do stay drier. Bumping that temperature up to even 50 degrees is a possibility. When we have that drier environment, those temperatures can warm much more easily. But then as we head into that Sunday forecast, that is where that next wave is going to lift in, and it is going to keep us under some moderate pockets of rainfall, still timing out some of those impacts of where the strongest rain and wind will be, but at least we'll keep early portions of next week active.